The Wealthy Mindset. 3 keys to unlocking financial freedom. Have you ever stopped to wonder why wealth seems to naturally flow to some people, while others struggle their entire lives? Always chasing, always stressed, and never quite reaching that breakthrough. It's not just about how hard they work. It's not about their background or connections. It's not even about luck. There is something far more subtle and powerful at play. Something that operates silently in the background of every financial reality. And today, you're going to discover what that is. You're about to unlock 3 transformational mental shifts that have turned ordinary people into financial powerhouses. These are not secrets, but truths hidden in plain sight. Passed on through books, mentors, and thinkers who tapped into a different way of perceiving money and success. What you'll hear today is not motivational fluff. It's deep mental rewiring. It's about challenging the very code that runs your beliefs about prosperity. Because if you don't change your mental script, no amount of effort will create lasting wealth. And once you hear these truths, there's no unhearing them. If this already resonates with something inside you, then don't just watch. Be part of this mental evolution. Hit the like button, subscribe to Activating Prosperity, and turn on notifications. Every video here is crafted to help rewire your inner world and unlock external abundance. Each time you interact with this channel, you reinforce a new identity, one that aligns with wealth, confidence, and purpose. Most people spend their lives inside invisible cages. These cages aren't built with steel or walls. They're built with thoughts. Thoughts passed on from generation to generation. You've probably heard them. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are selfish. I'll never afford that. At first glance, these seem harmless, just sayings. But repeated over years, they form the foundation of your subconscious beliefs. And those beliefs dictate your behavior, your energy, and your results. Robert Kiyosaki, in his revolutionary book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, explains this perfectly. He describes how 2 father figures gave him conflicting views on money. One believed in safety, working for others, and avoiding risk. The other taught him ownership, leverage, and financial intelligence. The key wasn't in the jobs or income of each father. It was in their mindset. One saw opportunities, and the other saw limitations. This single shift in thinking changed Kiyosaki's entire financial destiny. And it can change yours too. Bob Proctor once said, "Thoughts become things." If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. But here's the problem. Most people never realize they not even thinking their own thoughts. They're echoing the fears, doubts, and scarcity mindset of everyone around them. They're running scripts they didn't write. And until they stop and question those scripts, they'll keep manifesting the same limitations. That's why this moment matters. Take a second and pause. Ask yourself, what's the strongest belief I hold about money? Where did it come from? Is it empowering or is it limiting me? Write your answer in the comments. This is how transformation begins. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker introduces a mind-blowing concept. Your financial reality is the result of your inner programming. Your results, how much you earn, how much you save, how you spend, are all reflections of your internal blueprint. You may want more money, you may work harder, but if your mental thermostat is set to struggle, or just enough, no external change will last. Harv Eker wrote, "If you want to change the fruits, you have to change the roots." Think about that. You can't fix a sick tree by painting the leaves green. You go to the roots, and your roots are your beliefs. If you've grown up hearing that wealth is evil, that you're not good with money, or that you'll always be in debt, those beliefs are driving your financial ship. Until you rewire them, they'll keep pulling you back, no matter how far you try to sail. So how do you shift that internal thermostat? Through daily, intentional repetition, through emotional imprinting. Each time you say, "I am a magnet for wealth," or "I am financially free," You're not just saying words, you're reprogramming neural pathways. The more emotionally charged the affirmation, the deeper it embeds in your subconscious. And soon, your actions, decisions, and even your luck begin to change. Because you changed. This is not placebo. This is neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself. Comment below with your new affirmation. Let the universe and your subconscious hear your new financial identity. Let's go back even further in time, to ancient Babylon. In The Richest Man in Babylon, we discover that financial principles are timeless. The characters in that book understood discipline, intentionality, and long-term thinking. They didn't rely on lottery wins or luck. They practiced small, consistent actions that built generational wealth. One of the simplest yet most powerful ideas. Start thy purse to fattening. In modern words, pay yourself first. That concept alone has saved people from bankruptcy and created self-made millionaires. Instead of giving away all your energy, time, and money, keep a portion for your future self, even if it's just 10%. This trains your subconscious to prioritize wealth building. It rewires your identity from consumer to investor. And that subtle shift makes a world of difference over time. Napoleon Hill, in his life-changing book, Think and Grow Rich, dives even deeper. He introduces the idea that success begins with burning desire. Not a wish, not a maybe, but a burning, unshakable intention, paired with faith and repetition. Hill says, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's not just philosophy, it's now backed by neuroscience, physics, and behavioral science. Your dominant thoughts become your dominant experiences. This is where autosuggestion comes into play. You don't just think once, you impress. Daily, intentionally. You repeat truths about your future self until your subconscious accepts them as normal. And once it does, your actions align, your energy aligns, and reality bends to match. So, let's bring all of this together. 3 keys. 3 mindset shifts that change everything. 1. Question the beliefs that were handed to you. 2. Reprogram your inner world with affirmations and identity shifts. 3. Apply timeless financial principles with modern awareness. No one becomes wealthy accidentally, and no one stays poor by chance. Wealth is not an outcome, it's a decision, a commitment, a practiced mindset. If this video opens something in your mind today, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to Activating Prosperity, and share it with someone who needs this awakening. And tell us in the comments, I'm shifting into the wealthy mindset. That one sentence tells your subconscious that the old version of you is gone, and a new financial identity is now in control. You are the only person who can change your reality. So ask yourself this now. How can I change my life today with the teachings I just received? Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing. And thank you for activating prosperity. Not just in your bank account, but in your mind and spirit. We'll see you in the next transformation.